Hi.
Hello.
My name is Rhiannon.
Hi, Rhiannon.
How are
Gary,
you?
nice to meet you.
Hi, good morning.
Hi, Mark.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Natasha, I'm
Nice to
Gary.
meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Hi. Oh, we'll get one.
How about this?
Oh, I should be getting my bachelor's in 33 credits.
Wow. 33
And then,
credits?
yeah, and then I want to apply to law
Congratulations.
school.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
never going back.
So what school are you going to?
UNM?
You're at UNM?
Is it going to be 4 years? Is it
Yeah,
going to be
yeah,
6?
yeah,
We're
yeah.
not, we're
What's
not
it gonna look
thinking
like?
that way. We're
Right?
not thinking
Yeah.
that way. I think it took me, gosh, like 12 years to get my associate's degree.
Wow.
As hard as that was, that one associate's degree totally opened the door to worlds I couldn't imagine. You know, shortly after that, I got an LSAA, licensed substance abuse associate.
I just graduated in August with my bachelor's degree in business and entrepreneurial
Alright.
studies to be entrepreneur. And
Congratulations.
never in my life would I thought like, wow, you know, but
Yeah.
I'm blessed to be here alive and well. You know, I should have been dead a long time ago. It started with cocaine, and by the time I was 17, my mom kicked me out and I was a full-blown IV user. I got pregnant at 17, had my daughter. My mom raised my daughter. Always on the run. I would get out, do my time, get out, hit the street again, and my mom had to quit her job. She raised them for almost 10 years. I'm here to advocate for my people, you know, change that stigma, help one another, create programs, because they're the most vulnerable people and they don't have nobody. They don't have supports. They don't have what I'm blessed to have. That's who I am.
Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you, Natasha. I guess I'll go next. My name is Mark Garnand. I'm a Albuquerque native, grew up in the Wells Park neighborhood. I went to a Catholic school too, you know, here downtown. And, you know, Mark, how can you be an addict? You know, you were at St. Mary's for 8 years and you had 2 loving parents and they both worked. And, well, you know, we all have those things inside of us that happen to us as kids, adults, that make us the way we are and our habits and stuff. So I was not doing good, and I knew I needed to change my ways, and my wife at the time begged me to go to rehab, and I finally went to rehab. Our experience is valuable, no matter what you're going through right now. You know, it's not a curse, it's not a punishment, it's a training.
My name's Gary Coffin. I was born and raised here in Albuquerque. My upbringing was loving and it was caring, but it had some broken parts to it. And I had substance abuse issues, you know, throughout college or whatever, but I kind of knew because the seed was planted early in me because my parents had substance abuse issues. I got married and ended up getting a divorce, and that really awokened all that inner trauma that I had, the separation, you know, issues that I had as a child watching my mom leave, and things that just tore me up, you know, as a little kid for whatever reason. And when I moved back home, all my friends were doing the same shit that we do here in Albuquerque. And you know, there's a lot of people cooking meth that, you know, I had grown up with, and so that's where I felt comfortable, because I had a lot of people come up to me and be like, "Why are you doing this? You're educated, why would you do this type of stuff?" And I was like, "Oh, but the pain's the same, right? The pain's the same." All right, what's it like to live life as a junkie now that, congratulations, here you are. After 5 years living on the streets, many suicide attempts, many overdoses, in and out of jail, I just kind of had an awakening one day and was like, you know, this is not my life to live. I've tried to take it, and for some reason, you know, I've been given grace to continue to live this life. And so quit living this life for me and start living it for something else. Because I had a bachelor's degree, I was able to, you know, move on and go to law school. I've passed the bar. Other people don't have to do the same thing that I have to do in order to become an attorney, right? But I get it. That license comes with a lot of power, and I'm blessed to be where I'm at. You know, I own my own home nowadays. My wife's also in recovery. It's incredible the amount of doors that law school has opened that otherwise wouldn't be. Even just learning how the system functions, know why the deck is stacked against in some ways. Yes. Understanding, you know, not just seeing that it is, but understanding why it is. And that's why we're all sitting here today. We're in this war, right? We're at war against the, you know, the broken people.
I landed up at a methadone clinic. And then I found out about peer support, and yeah, it changed my life. That opportunity was a step into the behavioral health field, doing something I'm passionate about. When I walk up and I say, hey, it's all good, like, I'm on Suboxone, and they would like look at me, and I'm like, yeah, like, it saved my life. There's no judgment here. I'm just like you. We're the same people.
Right.
So I'm getting off parole this year.
Congratulations.
Hey, all right.
Congratulations.
On the 12th, yeah. And I did 7 years incarceration, yeah.
The decisions that I made to go to prison were out of desperation to pay my rent, to take care of my kids. And because I made those decisions, I basically lost my family because my mom has my kids now, and I'm clean, you know. I'm a different person than when I went to prison, but to her I'm not. I'm the same person, and that really hurts because I've really worked hard on myself, and sometimes we make choices and then we have to suffer those consequences, you know. And in time, maybe my children will come and they'll see that I'm not that person, that I'm a different person, to know that we have a common goal and we're all working towards it, you know. And even if we get those roadblocks and those people that tell us no, you know, we all have each other to support each other and to be there and say, you can do that, Natasha, don't worry, you got this. That's why I'm here.
When I first got clean, I'm coming up on 7 years, and good way to be thankful, right?
Congratulations.
That's so cool.
I just marked my 6 years. This past week was 6 years, the day I got out. You know, I advocate for Suboxone because Suboxone saved my life. Just to change that stigma, to let people know MAT programs are okay. You know, it's okay.
Right? Like, I mean, if we could police our way out of this issue, we would be the safest city in the world. No, we need resources to the people that are suffering on the streets. If I make the decision that I want to get clean,
Where do you go?
where do you go?
Nowhere.
Oh my
There's
gosh.
nowhere.
I deal with it every day as a peer support worker. That window realistically is 6 hours, 8 hours, a day, maybe 2 days tops, right? And if I can't get that person into a detox or recovery, if there was something
That waiting
immediate,
game. Yes.
immediate,
Oh my
a
goodness.
holding place, a place where
A
you can go
facility,
and
yes.
detox while you're transitioning into that inpatient rehab.
Yep.
Right. The job has been offered to me, right? Like, but at the job interview, they were like, "Did you have any violent crimes?" No violent crimes, right? But yeah, receiving and transferring stolen motor vehicles, shoplifting, felony shoplifting, right? You know, I have multiple convictions, and I can see this lady starting to judge, right? Sitting back, right, looking at her paperwork, and I'm like, "Oh, here it comes, right? Of course, here it comes." Right. 'Cause should I even take my time to make myself vulnerable enough to just get turned down? I mean, it's hard enough anyway for somebody who doesn't have a criminal past to apply for a job and go through that whole process. People don't like applying for jobs.
Well, not even jobs, but like apartments,
That's worse.
housing. They want to do background checks. They want credit checks. Where do we live? Where do we go? How do, you know, we're working, we're making a little bit of income, but now we need an apartment. And so then what do? We stay in a hotel and pay the hotel?
I mean, when I got accepted to law school in San Diego, that was the scariest part of my transition. Me and my wife are both convicted felons. Even if I had great credit, it didn't matter, right? How am I going to find somebody that's going to rent me an apartment without a background check? Because I got denied over and over and over.
I met Rhiannon a couple hours ago, but seeing Rhiannon, hearing her speak, feeling her vibe, who would not want to hire Rhiannon? Who would not want to rent a place to Rhiannon? Seeing Natasha in person, seeing Gary right there, like, wow, look at this guy, look at what he's done, look at what she's done.
I was offered a job, you know, for the handicapped, and that was a state job to work for the state of New Mexico. It felt really good that people were going to back me, you know, but because of some rule, I can't get that job, you know. But it doesn't matter if your friend owns that place. They're going to run my background and they're still going to deny me, and it hurts. It's awful. To be as great as I am and prepared, all they see is 7 years of a felony, I still get denied.
Yeah.
every time. Public transportation. I didn't even know how to use public transportation when I came out.
Yep.
They were like, you need to pull that thing. I'm all, what thing? What are you talking about? You know, and the girl looks at me like I'm crazy. I'm like, I've been in prison for 7 years.
How do we change those policies to ease the restriction of those who have felonies?
My first felony was stealing a $10 stereo kit from Walmart. But because I had a no trespass order, it was a 4th-degree felony. It's mind-boggling to me because it's like, yeah, that was a crime out of desperation. Right? I needed help is what I did need. This epidemic that we have on the streets, this public health crisis of addiction, of broken people trying to make their way through life.
I am a 3-time convicted felon. I have done time for baggies with residue.
Yeah.
They don't understand how that will ruin someone's life. We see the people still, you know, today we work with them. We see the gaps. We see what's missing. I've even questioned myself, like, do I want to do this still? Because there's no help. How can I help them? It gets discouraging when I have a single lady and there's nowhere for her to go. She's sleeping in her car right now because I sent 3 referrals and nobody responds back and nobody knows what the hell's going on.
We all have that spirit in us to help others, like you're saying, and we do it to the best of our ability, but it takes its toll.
Yeah.
There's a lot of us that come out of prison and we don't have help, you know, and we don't have family support. We don't have resources. I want to be out here helping people that have been down the addiction road, that have been down the abused road, that have been down the oppressed road. My organization is a little bit different because it's going to be working with the youth, because I feel like that's the answer right now. Like, we need to be there for them because nobody was there for us.